Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 3 gang, y'all, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, let's get it. Let's go. Man, it was crazy. I promise y'all, this man said, Travis, my old bae. I was about to say, what do you mean, like the Old Bay sauce you put on crabs and stuff like that? And I ain't want to say that. And I'm like, yo, Old Bay. What you mean? Like, man, look, man, like I told you, it's above your pay grade, man, but I'm not worried about your phone, and that's all you need to worry about. But I know one thing, man, y'all better treat them fair. Y'all better start treating them fair. That's all I said. If we don't treat them fair, then what? So I guess Ballhead kind of heard kind of like how the jump was going. So bro come over the joint. Bro like, what's up, bro? I'm like, nah, everything good. I'm like, yo. I just started laughing. I'm like, and then when I say that, I see Travis getting out the shower. Travis like, he looked up and seen me, bro, and the tall dude up there talking. He was like, he put his towel on his back. He was like, he went in his cell. So I'm like, bro, he was like, what's up? We got a problem? I was like, no, ain't no problem, bro. I was like, ain't no problem, bro. I was like, bro, listen, man. I looked at the tall dude. I said, man, look, don't forget what I told you, man. He was like, don't forget what I told you. I said, what, that bro, your baby? He was like, exactly. I'm like, I didn't know how to really really take that information, pause. I didn't know how. I'm like, it threw me off so crazy, man. But all I know is, man, that phone game, I felt like that junk was tampering with. I felt like, but all I know is, man, that phone stuff, all I know is, man, as far as Travis holding the phone, man, I felt like that was compromised now. Like, just off that information now. I don't know how true this was. And I ain't had time to be arguing with no freaking dude about this type of situation, man. But like, I definitely didn't have time to be beating him up for nothing either. So I'm like, I said, bro, get your shower, bro. I said, bro, I'm gonna holler at you when we count down, when they count, bro. I said, man, you got it, man. I did. And I felt like I had to tell dude, hey, what I'm gonna fight him for? What I'm gonna hit him for? What I'm gonna do something else to him for? Like, what I'm gonna do? You know what I mean? That was a predicament I'd never been in, man. Like, I didn't really know what to do except like, no, just get away from this whole situation. So when bro get out the shower, it's lockdown time. He come to say, what's up? I said, man, say word, bro. I said, when I came back in from work, bro, I said, I came back in. I said, first thing I looked at the cell was Travis' cell. I said, Travis got the cut up. I said, I go upstairs, posted up like I always do. I said, I looked up and I seen the dude Kemp, like he was walking across the pod. I said, looking like he was coming from Travis' cell. He was like, coming from Travis' cell? I was like, yeah, bro. I said, and the cut was up. I told him, he was like, yeah, so what happened? I was like, bro, I go down there to holler at Travis. Travis went and hopped in the shower. He was like, hopped in the shower? I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, you already know, bro. I said, bro, they shake, rattling, and rolling, bro. I said, he was like, man, nah, not Travis. I said, bro, he shake, rattling, and rolling, bro. And he's the one getting shake, rattling, and rolled on. He was like, what? I said, man, listen. I said, I pull up on the tall dude, bro. I said, I pull up on the tall dude after I go holler at Travis and he tried to show off. I said, cause you need to go holler at him. I said, cause he showed off on me when I went to go holler at him. I said, bro, I pull up on the tall dude. The tall dude told me that the jump, what they got going on is above my pay grade. He was like, above your pay grade? I'm like, yeah, the man told me it's above my pay grade, man. He was like, well, what they got going on? I said, man, he told me that Travis is Old Bay. Oh, he was like, Old Bay? I'm like, yeah, bro. I said, so they probably was in a cell, shake, rattling, and roll. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, that junk crazy, man. He was like, man, I'm gonna holler at him, bro. He would put his socks on. He was like, man, as soon as we go out, I'm gonna holler at him, man. I was like, bro, listen, you can't turn him back like regular, man. He was like, man, Travis don't even look gay. I was like, bro, listen, bro. The dude Kemp acting like he freaking pounding his brains in, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, he told me that's his Old Bay. I said, if a dude tell you that's his Old Bay, that means Travis is the woman. You know what I mean? He was like, I was like, bro, listen, bro, this junk maniacville, bro. I was like, what we gonna do with this phone, bro? Was the question. He was like, look, this don't jump to conclusions yet. He was like, let me go holler at him first. Let me talk to him. I said, bro, talk to him about what? I said, bro, listen, bro, they shake, rattling, and rolling, bro. He was like, shh, man, I still don't believe it, man. I don't like, Travis ain't like that, man. I was like, bro, listen, bro. That man say, dude, this is his old friend. And he bumped back into this, man. I said, man, everything was going good. Every time something goes smooth, man, stuff go bad. Y'all, so boom. Man, sometimes I felt like on Lawrenceville, I can't win for losing. I ain't joking, man. Sometimes I felt like that, you know. It'll be good days and it'll be bad days, man. Like this right here, I didn't have a situation going on, but still though, I had a good place for the phone. Like the phone wasn't being messed with, man. Like we made it through the big lockdown, everything. So I'm just like, so bro can't believe it, man. I mean, we just stayed quiet through the whole lockdown. The account was clear. Bro came out. So bro come down the joint, you know what I mean? I guess the tall dude Kent was already down there. The dude Travis, everything that was happening. So when Ballhead get, I'm thinking Ballhead just want to talk to him. So I ain't get up. I stayed in the cell. So when I'm standing there, when I'm in the cell, the dude that sleep next to this cool dude from Petersburg, he knocked on the door. He like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, yo. He was like, hey. I got up. He was like, hey, I think Ballhead down there. All right. And I was like, I got up, put my shoes on. I was like, I come to the door. I was like, Ballhead was like, yeah, you gonna mind your business. That's what you gonna do. You gonna mind your business. Travis, look, let me holler at you, man. Travis was like, man, look, calm down. Calm down. He's like, no, I ain't calming down. What you mean I ain't coming? I'm like, Lord, Ballhead and Kirk down, shoot down the steps. I get down the steps. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? He like, nah, I'm trying to talk to Travis. Dude talking about he ain't going nowhere. I'm like, I look at him, he like, I look at him, he like this, he like, I said, man, listen, you think this funny or something, man? I said, Travis, look. I said, bro, give us our phone, bro. Right now, bro. Go get that junk, man. Travis was like, man, all right, calm down. Look, I'm gonna get it. Calm, like right now. Right now, bro. Like right now. You know what I mean? As we got closer to Travis, tall dude Kemp pull up like got in front of him a little. He was like, we looking up at him like, yo, listen, bro, like you wildin', you about to get super back to here. Like, I don't know what you thinking. Like you wildin'. And Travis was like, no, y'all chill. So everybody looking now. Everybody's watching. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, man. Like, I just didn't like what was happening at this moment, y'all. I promise y'all, man. I'm like, this is crazy right here, man. This is unbelievable, man. Like, this is crazy right here. So Travis disappearing himself. He put the cut up. So me and Ballhead is standing there right by the tall dude. I'm looking at Ballhead. I'm like, if Ballhead hit him, then we just gonna go to the hole because we gonna bank him. You know what I mean? And I think he was looking at me the same way, but still though, I'm looking at it like, y'all know I don't like fighting dudes that shake, rattle, and roll. Y'all know that's like the last resort. This dude gotta put his hands on me, call me a B, tell me, invite me to his private part. It gotta be something drastic for me to jump out there and fight a dude that shake, rattle, and roll. So I'm looking at him. He looking at us like this. He like, come down. Travis was like, man, come here, Weezy. I'm like, watch out, man. I get past the tall dude, I get in the cell. He was like, here, man. I was like, man, what the fuck? I was like, yo, bro, what is your problem, man? He was like, what? I said, bro, listen, you gonna let a dude come in and mess your money up, man? I said, bro, you ain't getting that money at the end of the month. You know that, right? He was like, oh, I ain't gonna get them. I said, bro, because you're not finishing the end of the month. Like, what do you mean? Like, he was like, well, what about? I was like, bro, no, you broke contract, bro. I ain't got nothing for you. I'm letting you know now. He was like, all right, man. I said, bro, listen, man, what's going on here, bro? I said, man, dude told me you his old baby. I was like, bro, you gay, bro? He was like, before you can say anything, I was like, he was fruity back in the day. I'm like, so talk to me, bro. I just wanted to hear him lie. He was like, he looked like he felt my scan. He was like, man, I used to mess around back in the day, man. When we was all at attention and Virgin, man. Like, there wasn't no women up there, Weezy, man. Like, they had all dudes. And like, for real, man, like, you know, sometimes dudes used to mess around, man, you know what I mean? Like, shower and stuff, man. Like, I ain't done it since then, but like, when he came back, it kind of brought old memories. Weezy, you know, I got a girl on the street. I'm like, and this is why the street is so messed up with dudes that be coming home from penitentiary. And the freaking stereotype is that everybody that been in penitentiary shake, rattle, and roll, man. It's messed up because of dudes like him. Because of dudes like Travis, man, that try to play both sides of the table. This man said he got a girl, letting a freaking dude with an afro named Kemp blow his back out, man. So I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. So I'm like, so bro, so what you just about to start shake, rattling, rolling, bro? He was like, I mean, like, you know, like me and him got this different type of bond. So like, I do mess with him like that, Weezy, man. Like, I lost contact. You know, like when I had left, he left right after me and we lost our phone books. So I ain't never had to get in contact with him again. I'm like, y'all lost y'all phone books, all right? Y'all just ain't want to be fruity no more, y'all. So boom. You think you joking, man? I was like, bro, listen, bro. I said, man, come on, man. Who you think you playing with, bro? You wildin', man. I said, man, listen, man. I can't do no business, bro. He was like, why you can't do business? I'm bisexual, Weezy. I'm like, bisexual? He was like, yeah. I'm like, he's not bisexual. I'm like, shit, look, man. Come on, bro. Listen, nah, bro. Like, we not doing that, bro. He was like, that's messed up with it, man. I need that money. I'm like, bro, listen. You can't control that freaking maniac out there, bro. I'm gonna end up beating him up, bro. You can't. He's like, no, I can control him. I can control him, man. I can control him, man. But look, don't let me lose my job, though, man. I was like, I already been in the cell with this dude too much, man. I was like, man, he was like, Weezy, come on. He grabbed like my shirt. Like, me, like, get off me, bro. Wrong with you, bro? That's how I see, bro. Walked out that jump, y'all. So boom. Call Ballhead, let's go. Me and Ballhead go back up the steps. Come on, bro. Get up the steps. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you know what's up? Like, man, look, I got the check. You know what I mean? Everybody looking at us now. So everybody probably was already figuring like, yo, that's probably who's holding the phone for Weezy and them. So I was already having second thoughts of letting this dude hold the phone. Now, if they were saying this dude's holding the phone, like, we just don't need nobody snitching. You know what I mean? Because if somebody snitch, that's when they gonna go on the light. So I'm like, man, now do I even want him to even hold the phone again? I didn't know this, man. I didn't know what to do, man. I was just in that junk, man. I was like, man, that junk crazy, man. I was like, man, that junk crazy. Me and bro in that junk. Ballhead was like, man, we just hold out on the jack, man. Like, get that, bro. I was like, you right, bro. That's what we gonna do, bro. I said, man, because this junk crazy, man. You know what I mean? So we didn't even come back out. We didn't even want to be seen. Like, we just felt so, like, disrespected. Like, and it was crazy that we felt disrespected. It was just, like, dude just came in the party and messed our whole play up. You know what I mean? Like, even though this is Travis' fault, but still, though, we like, this is wild. So we in the cell here, knock at the door. Like, yo, see an unusual arm. That like, boy, hey, get up. He look around the cut. He like, that's the tall dude. I was like, that's the dude. He's like, yo. He was like, can I talk to y'all for a second? Boy, he was like, about what? He was like, I don't want the party here. I was like, I was like, hold on. I went on my bed, grabbed my lock, grabbed the sock. Put that joint in my pants, had a little bit hanging out. I'm like, pause. I'm like, all right. Boy, he was like, he walked in, he was like, what's up, fellas? Look, maybe I came off the wrong way, but anything pertaining to Travis, like, I'm involved. Like, I don't mean to say it like that, but that's how we was when we was at detention and diversion center. Like, we was inseparable. We always stayed together. We always was together. Like, you know, of course, he went to live his life. I went to live my life. We both had girlfriends. But at the end of the day, like, I got a bit to do. He got a bit to do. And you see how good the luck of the draw is? They put me back in the pod with my baby. Now, I know he holding the phone for y'all, and that's his job. But I'm letting y'all know now, straight up, that I'm not going to interfere about with him holding that phone for y'all. He need that money. So I'm asking y'all nicely, can y'all let him keep his job? So I'm like, can we let him keep his job? I'm like, yo, bro, you done came in here and compromised the whole play. And you talk about, can we let him keep his job? Are you serious, bro? He was like, what? He can't hold the phone because I'm blowing his back out. I'm like, come on, bro, that's too much information, bro. That's too much information. He's like, I'm saying, like, I mean, what's the problem? What's the problem? I ain't gonna do nothing with. I said, no, I don't trust you, bro. I don't trust you, bro. Like, at first we didn't have to go through two people that we have to trust. I said, now we feel like I gotta trust two people now. And I said, to be honest with you, I don't trust you, man. He said, why you don't trust me? Because I'm gay? I'm like, he keep coming at me with all these sharp questions. And I'm like, I didn't really have answers for it, man. Because I didn't want to come off like I was being petty. I'm like, because you gay. I'm like, man, look, man, listen, bro. It ain't about being gay. This is about this how you change his movements. And that's what we looking at. You be looking at how you change Travis' movements. I said, Travis started changing, and that's when things gonna go bad. It always go bad like this. He's like, look, I'm asking nicely, can he have his job? I ain't got no beef with y'all. Ballhead was like, yeah, not yet. He was like, listen, last thing I want to do is get split up from my bae again. He was like, this is my bae. So, like, I don't want to get split up with him ever again. You know what I mean? I don't want it. So after saying that, none knock at the door. Like, yo, homeboy come in. This is a dude from Portsmouth. Maniac. But he like to get money, chill, stay out the way. He ain't have no job. But sometimes he can hold my job. I'm like, yo. He one of them dudes can just open my joint and come in after I say, yo. So he come in, he see the tall dude. He was like, but he sleep on the same side as the tall dude. He like, I'm like, yeah, bro. I was like, yeah, look, man, we gonna let you know, man. He was like, he was sitting on the toilet. He was like, hey, got him. He looked like Snoop Dogg on half baked when he stood up. He was like, all right, I'm gonna holler at you. He dipped out, dude. What's my like? So that nigga, I was like, bro, shh. I was like, close the door. Can't close the door. I was like, bro, say word, bro. I said, man, nigga, goddamn hitting Travis, man. He was like, what? I was like, bro, word, bro. Word. He was like, them niggas gay? I'm like, niggas gay, bro. Like, extra gay, bro. He was like, man, that's fucking wow, man. I was like, yo, this nigga that came and fucked our whole play up, man. He was like, wow. I said, man, I had to tell him, bro. Like, nobody really knew until this time. You know what I mean? But bro, good peoples. I ain't gonna lie, bro was good money. Bro was like, I was like, yo, look. I said, Travis was holding the joint, man. I said, man, everything was going smooth till this dude moved in the block, man. I said, this dude got this man all out his movements, doing stuff different and acting crazy and all that. He was like, man, for real, man. He was like, man, how about the goddamn clash with dude the other night? I said, for what? He was like, man, I'm at the microwave. He said, man, I left my bowl piece in there to cook. He said, I shoot upstairs to grab a couple of items and get my bag where I put my ice in and all that shit. He said, man, I come back downstairs, my fucking bowl is sitting on the damn jank with a sink at. I'm like, he took your bowl out of the microwave? Like, he took my bowl out of the microwave. I was like, what? Now, doing that, those are fighting words. Don't you touch nobody else's damn bowl unless somebody be like, hey, you want me to tell you? Like, that's what you got to do. If you don't, it can get crazy in penitentiary, man, with that microwave, I'm telling you. So I'm like, bro, that's crazy. He was like, yeah, bro. He's like, my celly had to come get me, bro. He was like, he was acting like he ain't do shit wrong. Like, he ain't never been around no microwave. So he don't know how to fucking be with a microwave. He's like, that's what my celly was telling me. So I'm like, that's crazy. Like, so I spared his ass. I'm like, that shit wild as a bitch. I was like, bro, listen, man. This nigga gotta motherfucking go, man. He was like, I was like, man, this nigga gotta go. I said, this nigga gotta go, man. Like, real shit, man. Like, this nigga that came here and fucked the whole play up. I said, this man fucked the whole play up, man. I was like, man, like this shit crazy, man. I was like, man, like, I said, man, you think if we get rid of this nigga, you think Travis will start back moving how we want him to move and he can get back holding his jack? You know what I mean? Boy, he was like, man, I don't know, man. That nigga goddamn gay as a bitch now, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I was like, bro, this shit, wow. I was like, but for real though, man, I'm ready to just let them live happily ever after. Like, I don't really care. Like, bro, we just gotta have to deal with what we got going on. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're gonna have to do. So we didn't let him hold the jack that night. We kept it ourselves. You know what I mean? So I know he was sick about that joint. You know what I mean? I don't know how or why, but I knew he was feeling some type of way about it because when he seen us the next day, he seen me. He pull up. He was like, so y'all just really gonna fire me like that? I said, bro, you fired yourself, bro. What you mean you fired yourself, man? What you mean you fired, bro? You fired your damn self. Like, you blaming us for this shit, man. Like, what you talking about, bro? He was like, man, I mean, like, come on, man. Like, it's just an old friend, Weezy, man. Like, come on, bro. You can't tell me who to be. I said, bro, I don't care who you be friends with, bro. I wasn't expecting nothing like this to happen, man. Somebody know what's going on. I said, that man told me he wasn't worried about our phone. You told him about our damn phone, bro. He was like, I mean, I tell him everything. Like, you know, we got a connection like that, man. Me and him always been like this, Weezy. I said, bro, what I tell you about that, bro? Stop going into details about your fruity relationship, bro. So, boom. I want to hear that, man. You fired, bro. Like, I don't need you no more, bro. It's like, bro, you done, man. Like, we ain't rocking with you no more. He was like, oh, it's like that. He was like, it's like that, bro. Like, bro, we not rocking with you no more, man. So he dipped. I guess he went back down there and told dude what was going on, which I didn't care. Bro, go tell Kemp, bro. I don't care about you telling him, bro. That's not gonna bother me, bro. Like, you messed up your whole gig or what you had going on, bro. So like, I didn't even care. I didn't even care. I promise y'all, man. So he dipped. So like later on that day, like the dude just kept watching us. Like, me and bro on the top tier, like we always by ourselves, and we looking directly at this man. He crossed from us, just looking at him. Be like, what is this dude looking at, man? Like, man, this dude wilding, man. So Warhead, like, man, for real, bro, it might be our time to leave this pod, man. I was like, man, I'm starting to feel the same way you feeling, bro. I was like, because now that we done fired Travis, I'm like, this boyfriend, I don't know what he thinking, bro. Like, I know I don't want to fight a dude to shake, rattle, and roll, but at the end of the day, man, we like, man, we might gotta put hands on him, bro. I was like, man, shh, I really don't want to, man. I was like, but he keep looking all crazy in the face, man, and it's definitely gonna be some problems. There's definitely gonna be some problems, man. But you know, just let it go for the time being. Just let this junk go, man. But I'm like, man, shit. So now we dealing with who the fuck gonna hold the phone? Now we can hold it sometimes, but we still gotta see who the fuck gonna hold our phone. The only option that we had, man, I had to go back and let the dude that was the barber, man, that's in 32 pod, and across the hall, hold the jack, man. I had to let him hold the jack, man. I had to. I had nobody else to trust. Yeah, I know probably he's gonna let dudes probably use my phone like he was doing over in the Honor Pod before. And I would never find out because he's going to erase everything that they did. Nobody's going to ever call back from a number. Like, he's going to be super careful about it. So even if he was letting people use it, at least he was like super courteous with it by not letting nobody do nothing reckless. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, you know what, bro? We got to go back to dude. Bro was like, man, that means that we ain't going to have it that much now because I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, we got to let dude hold it again. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm going to go holler at him, man. You know what I mean? So I went and hollered at bro, got a cut. So after he cut me, me and him was just in the hallway talking. And as me and him in the hallway talking, I looked up and I just seen Travis sitting in the window of our slider, like, he had this whole face in the window. He was like, And I was talking to bro. I see bro eyes. I'm talking to him, and me and him talking to him like, yeah. And I see his eyes go something like this. I was like, I look back at my side. I was like, Travis was like, he was like, who's that? I'm like, nobody, man. I was like, but yeah, though, bro, I'm hollering at you, man. I was like, catch me tomorrow, bro. He was like, all right. So I dialed him up. I went back in the pod. When I walked in the pod, Travis was like, oh, you fired me for him, Weezy. He won't lie. He was like, you fired me for him, Weezy. I was like, bro, what the fuck you talking about, bro? He was like, that's fucked up, Weezy. And I was like, man, get the fuck out my face, man. Fucking cream puff. So boom. I'm angry with this guy, man. Get away from me, man. Go up the steps, man. I'm with the cell, man. I'm like, man, what the audacity of this dude to pull up on me, talk about I fired him. Yeah, bro, you fired, bro. You fired, bro. You got a maniac boyfriend, bro. I ain't got time for you, man. Like, I ain't got, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just super angry about it, man. So I ain't pay that junk no mind, man. So we about to get ready to go to dinner. So we going to dinner. We in dinner, man. Everybody go eat dinner. I forgot what they had, man. I think it was the 2 fish fillet joints. You know what I mean? It was a good tray. So everybody in there. Now I usually would trade my fish for the chicken patty, because they'll have them sometimes on the same day. You know what I mean? You trade your fish for the chicken patty, or it'd be the next day or something like that. So I always used to trade my fish for the chicken patty. And this day I had to just go in there and get the tray up. So I get the tray up. So I'm still just sitting in the joint, bro, eating, ball head eating the joint. So my little homeboys in there. It's like, goddamn, we in the joint, man. We chilling. Man, they go like, yo, my homeboy that's in the other pod. He was like, hey, Weezy, what the fuck dude looking at? I'm like, who? He like, that nigga right there with the fro. I look. He's sitting over there with a Crips used to sit at, with a blue team be sitting at and shit. I'm looking at him like, he eating this food. He like, I said, I looked at him like this. I'm like, that's the lock-in joint. I'm like, I said, what the fuck you looking at? I ain't even yelling. I said, what the fuck you looking at? He was like, that nigga almost bit his finger off when he hit that last bite. He was like, that shit was damn near a shark bite. No, I'm joking. He was like, my homeboy was like, yo, what the fuck is that? I was like, yo, I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. So we got up. When we got up, he said, he threw his tray up and he came out behind us. I'm like, what the fuck? So we come out, dude, so we right there. We by the gate, you know what I mean? Like this is where all the police be at. It's the freaking, the one control booth, the freaking fence where I told y'all we can talk to other people. Then it's like, there's police everywhere right there until we get back to our building. So we get back to where the roadblock is at, where they gonna stop us, because there's gonna be other pods coming out of 30 building. So they got us stop right there. The lady that's working super dumb cool. We rock with the lady. The lady cool. She already know I don't be on no BS. She know I'm a maniac, but she know I don't be on no BS. Me and her had a great relationship as far as just like, if she needed something or anything, I would look out for her. She was super cool. Older lady, probably like her 50s. Dumb cool, short lady. So she the one controlling the roadblock. She's working our floor. So when we come to the roadblock, the dude behind us, the dude killed behind us. So he like, y'all petty. Y'all just petty. That's why I'm looking at you like that. Because y'all petty. So the lady looked back like, who he talking to? So I'm like, I'm trying to block him out. Because I'm like, he say something about this phone. Like, I'm just going to turn around and swing on him. Like, I don't care how the punch land or nothing. But he right here. He like, yeah, y'all just petty. So my other homeboy looking at him like, man, who is this nigga Weezy? I'm like, man, nobody, man. Nigga ain't nobody, man. I'm trying to get back to the pod. You know what I mean? Because we get back to the pod, me and Ballhead just going to fuck him up. I'm like, nobody, man. He like, yeah, this nigga here. Goddamn, nigga ain't shit. This nigga goddamn shoved me. Pause. This nigga shoved me in my shoulder like the lady looking right at this shit. This nigga said, this motherfucker right here, Betty. Like a little freaking fake giant push. She was like, and I said, and by the time I was recovering, Ballhead was catching him. Ballhead caught him. He ate the joint. My other homeboy caught him. Boom. I turned back around. The lady grabbed me. I was like, get your ass off me, man. I straight Goldberg that nigga, y'all. My word, I Goldberg the nigga. Boom. I tackled the nigga. Boom. He hit the grass. We got that nigga in the grass. Boom. Boom. We fucking that nigga. Police ran that bitch. Police come from my building, 40 building, the child hall, the other side of the yard. They come from the gym. Hey, man, y'all stop. We beat his ass. Fuck wrong with you? Niggas get us. Goddamn handcuff all our ass. Man, they handcuffed. It was me, boy, and my homeboy. They handcuffed all us. Dude on the ground, goddamn, kept looking dumb as a bitch. We beat his motherfucking ass. They handcuff us. Goddamn. Niggas like, man, what the fuck? They take us to medical. Because that's where you go to before you go to the hole. They take us to the medical joint. They separate us, put us in all different joints. So we all in that shit. So the only thing that saved us was the lady. The lady saved us, man. She told us straight up. She was like, man, White and them didn't want to do that shit. That man put his hands on White And White defended himself. So the cool white shirt nigga come back there and he was like, yo, he hit you first. And I was like, damn right, he hit me first. But I was like, bro, that man tall as a bitch. So he was like, you good, man. He was like, he got assault shit in his rap sheet, man. He was like, man, look, man, goddamn, for real, the lady saved y'all ass. The lady came and said that y'all didn't do shit. Y'all was protecting yourself. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, that's all we was doing, man. We weren't doing shit else, man. He was like, all right, go back to the building. Then he talked to me, he talked to Ballhead, then he talked to my other homeboy. We all went back. I waited for all them niggas. When all them niggas came out the joint, I was like, yo, that shit was crazy. But my homeboy was like, man, I'm ready to get tested, man. I broke my damn, cut my knuckle on that nigga. I said, man, that nigga is a shit. I said, bro, I don't want to fight a shit. That's why I couldn't really throw a punch in him. I tackled that nigga, y'all. That's a word. I ain't want to fight that nigga, man. Word, man. So niggas was like, yo, that shit crazy. We going back to the building. Niggas like, damn, I know everybody think we done. We walk back in the pod. So we walk in the pod, first person we see was Travis. Travis was right there. He was like, that's word. I had flashbacks smacking this whole toboggan off, you hear me? But I was like, the police has just let us go. My phone is in a whole nother pod. I can't afford this. I thought I was done. And the dude in 32 pod probably thought he had a fucking phone for a month or something while I was going to be in the hole. No, I come back the same day, my friend. I come back the same day. So as we was in the hallway, I go to the door. I was like, hey, call such and such. He come to the door. I say, yo, bro, I have to count. He was like, all right. I'm going to let you know when I give you the signal, that's when you holler at me. So, you know what I mean? As I turn around, we waiting to come in. We walk in the joint. I look up. I see dude Travis. Travis like, he just look at him like, man, we should beat his motherfucking ass, boy. He's like, oh, fuck that nigga, bro. Just let that nigga be lonely and whack. That's my fault for even bringing that nigga to the table. I'm like, yeah, bro, that was your nigga. Like, man, was your nigga. So we go back upstairs. You know what I mean? We go back upstairs and goddamn, we just was chilling, man. Goddamn, we was like, yo, you know what, man? We just gonna goddamn let the phone stay, bro. Like, we ain't fucking with that shit, man. We just gonna let that shit be. So we chilled, man. I promise you, man, we chilled. Goddamn, we come out the next morning. Man. I promise you, man. Niggas was like, yo, the dude roommate, that nigga seen me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even holler at them until like after lunch or something. That nigga roommate seen me, which was a cool ass white dude. That nigga seen me. He was like, hey, Weezy, man, you know my roommate got tore off with that phone last night. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, bro. He was like, man, he was just in the cell, bro. He's like, we wake up to fucking some police is coming in our cell. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, 4 o'clock in the morning? He was like, yeah. I was like, man, shh. I was like, man, this shit crazy as a motherfucker, man. He was like, yeah, man. I was like, man, this shit dumb as a bitch. I said, stop lying, bro. He was like, man, I'm telling the truth, man. I looked at another nigga, he was like, yeah, bro, he went to the hole. And this was the barber in 32 pod. I'm like, shh. I go right back up the steps. I wake bro up. So I say, yo, bro, nigga said nigga got 12 for the chat last night. He was like, what? Nigga woke up. Who? I said, oh, nigga, hold the phone, nigga. He was like, man, I was like, man, Travis did that shit, bro. He was like, man, fuck that shit, bro. I said, man, that nigga gay, nigga. About it, man. I said, man, I know we say we don't got down, but I said, man, fuck that shit, bro. I was like, come on, bro. He was like, what? I said, man, come on, bro. This is what we went up to stuff like bad dudes this time. We get down the damn steps. We go to this damn cell, open the door, and they was still in the bed. He was like, man, bring your fucking head out. I was like, man, come here, bro. He was like, what's up? I said, bro, you fucking told we had that phone there, bro. He was like, what? Bah! Smack this whole toboggan off, y'all. That's my word. He was like, boy, he was like, nah, motherfucker, you did that shit, nigga. Fuck. He was like, nah, I ain't. Bah! He smacked this whole fucking toboggan off, nigga. Like, man, you gotta fucking keep smacking me, man. His roommate was like, where's we up? I was like, man, shut the fuck up, nigga. I was like, man, I know you fucking stitch. He was like, I ain't say shit, man. He said, Kill probably did, man. I ain't do it. I said, man, look, get your motherfucking ass out this pod, bro. Get the fuck out this pod. Pack your shit and get the fuck out this pod, bro, before we put real hands on you, bro. He was like, all right, man. All right. His roommate was like, man, y'all chill. I mean, shut the fuck up, man. If we beat your motherfucking ass. Hell is wrong with you? Swear, we dip out that shit. Boy, he was like, man, we should have whooped. I was like, man, I don't really want to whoop that nigga. Man. So we waited to see what that nigga was gonna do. That nigga got up after like 30 minutes. He finally got up. See that nigga go out the slide. Goddamn, niggas looking out the window. We seen him dip. He go up the boulevard to the medical shit. Nigga never came back. It was time for count time. Probably about 2 hours later, he was gone the whole time. 2 hours later happened. After he was gone the whole time, COs, before they counted, they came in that shit nigga cell and they grabbed his shit. They grabbed his shit, man. They grabbed that nigga shit, and they packed bro up. They packed Travis shit up. And he was gone out of our pod. Now, while he was gone, Travis shot me a kite. The man shot me a kite, and I didn't really give a shit what he had to say. But the kite said, look, I wasn't the one that did that to you, Weezy, man. I would never tell on y'all, man, or who's holding your spot. But I think Kemp did, because I told Kemp that you fired me for the dude in 32 part. I was like, man, that's the same as fucking telling, stupid. That's what I wanted to say, man. I got to ball that shit up, flush that shit down the toilet. That shit out of here, nigga. I'm without a jack through this whole madness. Dumbass shit, man. I was like, this shit wild, man. But Travis was gone, man. Kemp was gone, man. Kemp took that ass whooping and took his ass to 60 building. And I seen that nigga once when they had moved me back to 60 building that time. And when he see me, he didn't say a motherfucking thing. Because the nigga knew he was wrong. He knew he ratted, man. So I ain't say shit to him. He ain't say nothing to me, man. And Travis, I ain't never said nothing to his ass no more either, man. Travis went to 40 building. I seen him after I left 60 building and went to 40 building. I seen him. And me and him ain't never speak no more. I ain't give a fuck about him writing no kite, man. And that shit was wild, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. So that was a crazy situation. Story though. Man, I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all ain't know the count, man. Stay your ass out the way out here for you can live out here with your family forever. That's it, period. But y'all ain't know what this is, man. This was the Thursday Banger Game. So then y'all do this one. Like, subscribe, y'all. Skip. Let's go. But be safe out there, y'all. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart just to open your eyes.